so let's use the proper definitions. So it is vacant, it's not dark, because dark means there is a tenant that's paying. It has gone dark, meaning there is a tenant that's paying a lease. So what you're buying is a vacant building with no tenant paying anything that has vacated the space. It's just a vacant, empty building. Okay, so I would buy something like this. I don't usually like to buy the building unless the tenant is lined up. But if it's an auction and you're gonna get it for below replacement cost,
right?
You can get it. I think we had a call on this, you and I, private call, remember? We had scheduled private
Long time ago.
Yes, yes. And my suggestion is always to put a sign for sale at a higher price while you are actually looking for a tenant. And that tenant you look for, since you own the building, may not have to be a national tenant. It could be a franchisee. And once a franchisee comes in that has some experience, has the license to operate for a big company, then you can have a long-term lease and the building value increases tremendously.
So it sounds like a good idea to follow.
Yes, because at auctions, you can probably find them at pennies on the dollar, but then you will have to buy them. And I don't usually like to buy vacant buildings because you're buying a problem. But if you're buying it at such a good deal, you have two exits. One, for sale, you put a sign for, let's say you buy it at 300,000, you put it for sale at 400. And you can put seller will finance portion of. So they can go get a loan for 300, you carry 100,000. That's your profit. You don't pay taxes on that because when you carry financing, you're deferring the taxable gain. It's called unrealized gain for the IRS. And you get some cash flow. Let's say you charge them 8% interest. So on the 100,000, you're making 8,000 a year. And then you go flip another one. So just be careful of a couple of things when you do auctions on these single tenant buildings. Number one, you want to make sure they will give you a disclosure packet. By the way, they give you a disclosure packet. Make sure that there is no environmental issues. We looked to do that in the past. And I quickly said, I don't want to do it, but the market was so hot. So whatever was coming on the market was horrible. I agree with you. This is a very viable option for those who want to buy properties and have cash. Like I know you're setting up the fund, so you may have access to cash. Start with your own money. When you put the tenant, you can put the investor's money in it, cash out your money, go to another one and repeat. And then you can do a very nice portfolio with this because what's coming on the market will be better than what has been on the market at the auctions. Before, what came on the market auctions was always like, we had one that had what's called lust. And I didn't know what lust is. And lust was leak under storage tanks. Leak under storage tanks, lust. I thought, well, what the heck is lust? I never heard that term in real estate. I've heard it in other things, but in real estate, it was a bit surprising. So, and that property was going for like 250,000. My assessment was the property's worth 600. But if I would have bought it without checking the packet in details, I would have missed that little line that says, in the interest of full disclosure, there is a lust issue with the county and it must be cleared. Well, cleared, you may not clear it ever. The department, the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, may never give you clearance on this. You could spend hundreds of thousands and not get clearance. So be cautious of that.
Very good. Thank you, Cherif. And I wish you and everybody on this call a happy holidays. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.